Hi, this is Gavin Ailes for Audibird. I'm here in North Devon in the United Kingdom, and I am at a bird feeder, and there are a lot of birds today, and I just wanted to share some of these. So here on the ground here, you can see chaffinches. There are many chaffinches at this feeder. They are basically taking seed that is fallen from the seed feeders here, as you can see. On the bird table there, you can see a juvenile chaffinch. This is live, so we're in July, so there are a lot of young birds around. Here you can see the chaffinches again, but we've got many species, so if you stay to watch, you will probably see quite a few different species come in. Here we have a tit on the seed there. Another blue tit just coming in. And then here we have a siskin. This is a Eurasian Siskin on the feeding on the Niger seed there. And then just next to that was a coal tit. That's a male siskin there. Oh, and now we have a bullfinch. That's a bullfinch, quite rare in a lot of places in England, but quite common here. They particularly like feeding off of seed on the table. We also have a great tit just coming in on the right there, and then a blue tit replacing it. Now we can see a great tit, blue bullfinch, two chaffinches on the table. We've got a siskin on the Niger seed. Now a chaffinch on the table. Great tits on the seed. And a Dunnock now on the table on the left there. That is a Dunnock. And then we've got the bullfinch down by the water. And just coming back up to the table. Chaffinch is still on the ground. And a robin just come onto the table. That's a juvenile, so it doesn't quite look as orangey on the breast that they normally are, but that's a juvenile just coming in. And we have in the background, you can just see a female bullfinch, just on the table, female bullfinch. They're brown in color with a black head, unlike the startling red color of the male. It's the female bullfinch. Again, you can see on the table. Joined by a chaffinch. And a coal tit just arrived on the seed feeder. Good view of the female bullfinch now. And another bullfinch, that is a juvenile. Note they also look quite brown. The juveniles look quite similar to the females, but notice the lack of a black head. Joined by a chaffinch. And that flight away was caused by a woodpigeon landing, which is just coming into shot now. Just a woodpigeon landed rather raucously, sending the other birds scattering. That is the juvenile bullfinch on the table. And a female, adult female, also on the table. Now you can see her with a black head. And a robin on the bird bath. It's the Eurasian robin or European robin. We have the robin on the bird table, juvenile robin. And a coal tit, you can see the stripe on the back of the head there. Coal tit with showing the stripe on the back of the head, distinguishing it from the great tit, which also has a black head but without the stripe. You can see our wood pigeon wandering around at the bottom of the post. Another coal tit just arrived on the seed and left. Blue Tit, seed, another coal tit, pigeon down there, joined by a chaffinch, juvenile bullfinch, great tit on the right, 2 chaffinches and a juvenile bullfinch on the table. And that's all I've got time for today. Thanks for joining, and I hope to see you again soon.